square off with Big Ben and the Steelers. Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader action continues next.
A showdown in Pittsburgh. The Giants and the Steelers, both with 5-1 records, leading their respective divisions, clash today. The NFL on Fox. 61 degrees as we start, but it is a windy afternoon in the Steel City. And welcome everyone to Pittsburgh. Dick Stockton along with Troy Aikman, and this game has all
both teams with wide receiver drama. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin did not hesitate to deactivate his number 2 receiver, Santonio Holmes. Police found marijuana in his car on Thursday, although he was not arrested. Now, as Jay Glazer reported in our pregame show, Plexico Burress will not start this game. Tom Coughlin made the move after Burress failed to show up for treatment on Saturday. Burress's side to me, he felt like he was no longer hurt. He practiced on Friday, so why go to treatment? As far as when he will get in this ball game today, Burress told me that coach told him, I'll let you know. Back to you.
All right, Pam. And Tom Coughlin, who had a busy week in dealing with game is underway, and the kick into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback, and
they've been exceptional for the last couple of years.
That third receiver is a tight end, and the pitch to Brandon Jacobs, and he is split wide right on 2nd and 13. Here comes pressure coming in untouched, but the pass to Derek Ward
fell in sacks.
Burress, the former Steeler, waits for his opportunity if it comes. 3rd and 9. Manning gets it off, and the pass to Steve Smith is caught and appears to be close, but just short of the first down marker.
Yeah, I think he's short, Dick, and that's disappointing for the Giants because they do a good job up front in protecting
first down. Short drop, the fake, and the pass up the middle is incomplete. And coming in strong was Justin Tuck. As you look at the Giant defensive unit, and they'll have Antonio Pierce, the middle linebacker who missed last week with a strained quad, back in there.
Well, and when you look at the Giants defensively, unlike the Steelers who rely on their linebackers to get pressure, it's that front four like we just saw. The first play of the game, a pass play by Ben Roethlisberger, and we find him on his back.
2nd and 10, and 5 receivers line up for the Steelers. Roethlisberger, pass is complete, and it's Heath Miller, the tight end, gets into Giant territory. Steelers in Giant territory. Weldy Moore almost broke a tackle, but Moore 4 in Giant territory, and here's Moore again, gets the first down, gets past Johnson, and Weldy Moore scores. And Jeff Reed will get set to kick off again, and Ahmad Bradshaw will be back deep. Reuben Drones as well, right in front of Bradshaw. And Bradshaw will run it out from a yard in the end zone. Breaks a tackle. And a good return by Ahmad Bradshaw up to the 37-yard line as Weldy Moore with the touchdown for the Steelers, hugging Willie Parker out for the 4th game. Plexico Burress on the sideline, and again it'll be Tom Coughlin's decision as to whether he gets in the game or not.
I think most of the decisions come down to Tom Coughlin, don't they?
Yes, and Mike Tomlin on the other side. And they both had to make hard decisions on their receivers in this game. First down on the 35. Eli Manning has time, and the pass is caught by Dominic Hickson with a first down and swings his way into Steeler territory.
Yeah, we go back
48. Brandon Jacobs. And Hook had been the start of the last 3 games. 2nd down and 5. Play fake, pressure on Manning, but he completes it to the full.
And taking some of the pressure off of this passing game, as well as Eli Manning.
17-yard gain. And a first down on the 26. Jacobs. Second down and 10. Manning has thrown only one incompletion. And here is Jacobs again up the middle, and he gets to the.
A Pro Bowl selection comes from that. I'd be surprised if we don't have at least one this year.
David Deal back after back spasms. Had him questionable during the week. Third down and 4, and this pass is caught by Steve Smith, and the Giants get down to about the 10-yard line. For him for the big plays, but they get the clutch plays from him. For first and goal just inside the 10. Here is Jacobs, fumbles the ball. And let's see whether Kareem get away with one there, and it'll be second down and goal. Back on the 13, and this pass trying to hold on to it, and it looked like Kevin Boss with one hand managed to do it as he gets it down to the 11-yard line. And it'll be third down and goal. Third and goal from the 12. Derek Ward in the backfield. And Manning gets time, goes to Ward, but he can't get out of the tackle by James Farrell.
He has one missed field goal this year. That was the block last week against the 49ers. At 44, he's been solid.
26-yard field goal. And the Giants come back to score, and it's now 7-3 game with 4:39 to go in the first. So the Steelers hold on Farrier's tackle, and they lead by 4. A shower in the forecast. John Carney will kick off. And the deep man for the Steelers is Najee Davenport, but it won't go to him. Kerry Davis on the return. And Davis will bring it out beyond the 30-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger throwing his 4th interception of the season, and the Giants with an opportunity. Butler with his first pick of the year, and a first down on the 42 of the Steelers. Eli Manning back in action at quarterback, has completed 7 of 8. And now 8 out of 9 as he gets it to Kevin Boss, the tight end, who was free at the far sideline, and he picks up 15.
It'll still be first and 10.
Dominic Hickson hitting Farrier from behind. That'll move the Giants back.
Start him in this ball game. There's no guarantee that he'll get in the ball game.
Santonio Holmes inactive for this game on the Steelers side. First down at the 42 following the penalty. And Manning's pass to Amani Toomer, his first catch of the game.
Ben Roethlisberger had, and as you're going to see, Hines Ward is going to be the one running the route. But where this ball is released, the ball was going to be well behind him. It's a great athletic play there by James Butler, but even if he had not been there to make the interception, that ball was not going to be anywhere close. I don't know if it was a miscommunication, with Ben Roethlisberger as well as Hines Ward, but just not very good execution. But a nice turnover by the Giants, a team that came into this game with last in the National Football League with turnovers, gets one there.
And leading in rushing yardage, and on 2nd and 1, and trying to grab the ball away from Brandon Jacobs was Lamar Woodley to the game. First down as we have under a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. And here is Brandon Jacobs getting some running room off the left side, still on his feet and driving within 1.5 yards of first down yardage. Ryan Clark, the free safety, missed him, and a 9-yard. Half a minute remaining in the first quarter. And here's Derek Ward, the change of pace running back, and he's very close to another Giant first down.
Ward, the ball carrier.
Mike Tomlin, who said about his team that he's proud that they've overcome injuries to have the record they have, and they've shown the characteristics of being a great team, and he used that term, Troy, because of their road record 3-1 so far.
Well, I thought he made a great point just in stating that the great teams are the teams that are able to overcome injury, and not just this season, but in earlier years also. At the end of the season, when you look at the teams that have advanced and gone on to the playoffs and go on to win a world championship, those are the teams that were able to overcome some of the distractions, overcome the injuries that occurred inevitably with every football team. Pittsburgh's had their share here this early in the year, but they've been able to fill them with players that have stepped up and have done a great job.
You can see that the Giants are short by that much, and that's something the Steelers couldn't do last year, which is why they faltered at the end. 12 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. It'll be 3rd down and inches.
3rd down.
Almost even in the rush pass play calling here in the first quarter for the Giants.
And I think that's the real key. I mean, as much as the Giants want to run the football, I think in a game like this, you've got to try to stay balanced. This is a defense that if you get too one-sided.
Gets to the 15-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. Steelers lead it 7-3.
Week against the 49ers.
Giants had the ball for 8.5 minutes more than the Steelers in the first quarter. First down from the 15. Breaking a tackle is Brandon Jacobs as he gets inside the 5 before Ryan Clark. 1st and goal from the 2. Pressure up the middle on Manning, and his toss is tipped away by Troy. Steve Smith to the bottom. 2nd and goal. Manning's toss, and he tried to get it to Hickson, and defending on the play was William Gay, the nickelback, and a flag down.
Look like in there.
4 down linemen for the Steelers. 2nd and goal, and Brandon Jacobs is stopped. Brandon Jacobs gets the handoff, and he'll go over the touchdown. The right arm with the ball across the plane, and a touchdown signal is given.
You're just going to see when contact is made with Brandon Jacobs there and how he is able to keep moving forward. Now, was the ball across the line prior to him being down?
And a challenge has been issued.
Yeah, it looks to me, Dick, that you've got to determine where the ball is when his elbow was on the ground. And I'm not certain that that the ball was then across the goal line.
I don't think there was any question that he was stopped before he got over the goal line. And were his knees down.
Pittsburgh is challenging the ruling on the field that it was a touchdown. We'll review the play.
Yeah, contact made about the 3-yard line. I mean, it's just a great example as to how big this guy is. But the knee or the elbow's down, the ball there is not across the goal line. I don't think this is going to be a touchdown.
October.
Yeah, I just think that when he comes in and his elbow's on the ground now, that the ball has not crossed the goal line. But it was a great effort by Brandon Jacobs. I mean, where contact was made.
After reviewing the play, it's been determined the runner elbow was down short of the goal line. We'll place the ball at the half-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Pittsburgh is not charged.
7 will line up as an eligible receiver. Jacobs. No signal. And the Steelers appear to have held. The Pittsburgh Steelers stop Brandon Jacobs from getting in and will take over on downs. Inside the 1. A stellar defensive play by Pittsburgh.
Was because of Casey Hampton there in the middle of the defense holding everything up. What a great goal line stand there by this Pittsburgh defense.
Giants thought that they had scored a touchdown and taken the lead, and Mike Tomlin challenged it and won the challenge. And now Tom Coughlin challenging the call that the Steelers had stopped Brandon Jacobs on 4th and inches.
Well, what a play by Ryan Clark as well. And You know, this is a Pittsburgh team that last year struggled down the stretch, lost 4 of their last 5 games, including on the home game here against Jay. He had on that goal line stand, and he's been very active here in this first half.
Missed 10 games, had the spleen removed. And I'll tell you what we've seen here inside the 5-yard line, Troy, is illustrates the kind of grueling, tenacious game that we're seeing with these teams. And here is Bill.
After reviewing the play stands is called. Short of the goal.
The defenses are scheming for him.
5 defensive backs for the Giants. Dave Tollefson, number 71, has come in up front. 3rd down and 6. From the end zone, the slant is off the hands of Limas Swede. And Corey Webster with the alert defensive play. 4th down, and now Mitch Berger will have to kick from the back of his end zone.
Well, I think this is where you miss Antonio Holmes. I mean, when you go to your 3 wide sets, and he's the guy who they're going to get single covered, and he's not able to then make a play for you.
Dominic Hickson already on the 46 of the Steelers on the return. Hickson getting to the 20 and inside the 20-yard line. Mitch Berger, the Steeler punter, makes the tackle, and the Giants will have solid field position just inside the 20, and Plexico Burress comes onto the field for the first time today.
I think after not getting that touchdown on 4th and
lined up at the top. 1st down on the 19 of the Steelers. Derek Ward, the running back, and he gets the handoff. And Ward fighting his way down to about the 17, picking up 3. Burress defended by Ike Taylor. Good pickup on the blitz, and the pass off the hands of Steve. One of the great home crowds in the NFL here in Pittsburgh. Pressure on Manning, and has to get rid of it in a hurry. Smith was the closest receiver, and good rush that time by James Harrison.
Yeah, Eli Manning, he didn't even have a chance to try to find a receiver. James Harrison just didn't get there in time.
So now John Carney, who was successful from 26 yards out, will be kicking from 35 yards now. And Carney's kick is good, and the Giants climb to within a point of the Steelers. Early still in the 2nd quarter, 2 field goals. Got to watch the wind, a factor here, but Carney makes good on his 2nd field goal. Here's Mewelde Moore off the left side, and Moore.
But the fact that they have not gotten touchdowns on the other possessions and have had to settle for field goals, that really has been the difference.
At goal line stand, the big play of the game is Moore bursts forward and brings it out close to the 25. Brian Keel is there.
Opportunity. He's always made the most of it. He's been very productive with the limited opportunities that he's had.
3 big games in a row for Moore. And on 3rd and 5 out of the shotgun, here's the pass, and it's dropped by Moore. Mewelde Moore, who has been one of the outstanding backs, and there is a flag down at catching out of the backfield. Dropped it there, but a flag goes down at the 43.
Well, I think the flag's going to be on Kenny Phillips, the safety. There was a big hit at the end of that play, and couldn't tell from here whether or not he led with the crown of his helmet or not. You're going to see the throw, Antonio Pierce there in coverage, and he came in with the shoulder. It was a shoulder to the helmet contact.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 21. A hit on a defenseless receiver. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
So the top draft pick by the Giants out of Miami did come in with the shoulder.
I don't agree with the call. And I mean, there's a lot of times receivers are defenseless when they've got their eyes on the ball and are trying to make a play. And as a safety, when you're coming in to keep him from making that catch, these are the types of plays you got to be able to make. Now, whether they're saying that he should have seen that the ball was on the ground and it should have been able to pull up, I don't know that you can do that when you're going full speed as Kenny Phillips was on that play. And if you ask me, I think the league has gone a little too far on some of the calls that they have been making, whether it's fines later in the week or calls like we just saw during games. I think it's a real slippery slope, and I'm a little concerned right now with what exactly you tell some of these defensive players.
Ball reacted immediately, so the 15-yard penalty and a first down at the 40. Roethlisberger pump fake and going deep for Nate Washington. And the pass a bit behind him as Kevin Dockery and James Butler were back there defending. 2nd and 10 at the 40. Roethlisberger's numbers. And the handoff is to Gary Russell. And Russell with a good burst gets close to midfield as Roethlisberger fires, and the pass is lost, and it's picked off. Brian Keel comes up with it for the Giants, and Keel returns in his 2nd start, and a flag is down on the far sideline at around the 45, and a Steeler is shaken up as well. Nate Washington coming off on his own power for the Steelers, and
that was a big hit too. Nate Washington coming across, and James Butler, the one there who lays him out, and Brian Keel, the rookie, I mean, a great job on his part just following the play of the ball, and he comes back to help and make a play, and then all of a sudden the ball's in his hands and he comes up with the interception.
And let's see if Russell on the horse collar.
There are 2 fouls in the play, and both on the offense. Offside, number 18 on the offense. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, horse collar on the tackle, number 33. That penalty will be accepted. Walked off 15 yards from the dead ball spot.
So Dallas Baker is number 81 with the offside penalty, but it's Gary Russell on the horse collar as Washington being tended to on the sideline, and the Giants with
the real concern right now for Pittsburgh. If Nate Washington is injured seriously and is unable to play because of what we already know, Santonio Holmes is not here today. He's not playing. They're already short at the wide receiver position. There's the horse collar, but a good defensive play. We're seeing a lot of big hits in this first half. Not that we didn't expect it. When you got 2 defensive teams coming in, you know, with the resume that they have, you know it's going to be physical.
So 2 interceptions, and the hit by Butler jarred the ball loose so that Keel could pick it off.
You know, I wonder if he was defenseless. I mean, you could make that case. I mean, with their heads back to the line of scrimmage when they're getting hit.
So a first down at the 29 of the Steelers. Giants' 4th trip in the red zone, or close to it, as Brandon Jacobs. And it takes 6 Steelers to bring him down at the 23, and a gain of 6. For a game break, here's Kurt Menefee.
All right, the Cincinnati Bengals still looking.
Has been in Pittsburgh territory throughout the game. 2nd down and 4. Smith in motion. Pressure up the middle. Brandon Jacobs gets defended by Ike Taylor. 3rd and 5. Manning's pass. It's caught by Derek Ward. And a first down as Ward gets hit. And they're at the 15 here, and Brandon Jacobs again gets the call. And Jacobs, 2nd down and 9. Jacobs inside the 10. Farrier tripped him up. And the Giants will Manning's pass. Burris makes the catch. Short of the first down as Ike Taylor. Carney looking to put the Giants in front for the first time with his 3rd field goal of the game. This from 25 yards out. And Carney is successful. He's 3 for 3 today. And the Giants have taken the 9-7 lead over the Steelers with 3:31 remaining in the second. Well, tonight, Ajay Davenport standing on the goal line for the Steelers. Davenport from the 2. Defensive game thus far, both sides.
Well, the whole key is really trying to get pressure on Ben Roethlisberger. They've been able to do that, but they've been aggressive on the back end. As you see there, James Butler making the big hit, Brian Kill there to make a play. And when you get into big games like this, and even though this is an interconference game, it's a big game for both teams. You know, teams tend to pick it up a little bit. You see the physicality in this first half and the way that both of these clubs have really gotten after it.
2 interceptions. 3 receivers to the left, and on the slant, pass is caught by tight end Heath Miller. Gets the first down.
They were not moving the football as well as what they had liked. Now they jump into this no huddle, hoping that they can jumpstart this offense.
19 yards on first down. Here's Mewelde Moore, and Moore close to it.
Next week, he will be the starter.
Lima Swede, number 14, lines up to the right, to the bottom of your picture on first down. Roethlisberger, and the pass is caught by Hines Ward, who is hit about 4 yards or so shy of the first down by Kevin Dockery, the nickelback.
And you see the way that Pittsburgh's running this no huddle. They don't have to yell all the way out to the wide receivers. The wide receivers come by and they get the play. And now we've got another injury with the Giants.
Kevin Dockery, who last week came in for Aaron Ross, who had a rugged last couple of weeks for several series, and now Dockery is shaken up, and the Giants forced to use their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, you're going to see Kevin Dockery come in here. He's 35, and what exactly happens at the end of that play? He comes in, and I don't know if he got rolled up on, or he didn't even have to get involved in the play, and the play was pretty much over, but he came in anyway. I'm not sure exactly, you know, what it was, but if the
on the Giants 38. Steelers trailing the Giants by 2. Quick pressure, and the pass to Mewelde Moore, and brought down.
Looks to be the route that they're going to take.
3rd down and 3. From the 36. Again, pressure, and down he goes. Matthias Kiwanuka comes in untouched. And there's no question that the Giants have put more pressure on Roethlisberger than the Steelers have had on Manning, in a loss of 9.
Well, Matthias Kiwanuka, he's able to come off the edge and just nobody accounts for him. You know, Ben's thinking that that's going to be picked up, and then once he turns to work to his left, Matthias Kiwanuka is right in his lap. And so rather than being faced with the decision of potentially going for it on 4th down.
Possible field goal try as Berger is kicking. Hickson with the fair catch, and the ball takes a hop and stays in the field of play, and the Steelers will down it at the 1. Patrick Bailey, and Berger limping off right now, and a great punt by him, and Bailey just added to the roster, downs the ball.
You see, he grabs the hamstring there on his left leg, and that's how he got his opportunity.
Manning going to Hitchcock, the fullback, who cannot hold on.
You know, the hard part when you're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers defensively is when you don't have positive yardage on first down. You know, you come out of their own.
First down from the 26, and trying to get it to Burris, and it's broken up. We're looking at 2nd and 10 from the 26. And the pitch is to Brandon Jacobs. And not much.
Defensive category.
Manning with time on 3rd down and 8. And Steve Smith trying to make the
creative in what he devises defensively.
Eagles with the kick, and Moore, fair catch at the 22.
He has 30% more lung capacity.
not returning to the game. And an undermanned secondary for the Giants as Mwelde Moore brings it out to the 26-yard line for a gain of 3. Danny Clark making the tackle. There is Kevin Dockery. So the nickel back out of the game. Ronnie Barnes, the veteran trainer of the Giants. Second down and 7.
And they go with Terrell Thomas, the rookie, who's in there now for Kevin Dockery. He's up here.
Dallas Baker, as well as Nate Washington, in Santonio Holmes' absence today. First down at the 37. And here's Moore. And nothing there as the Giants, led by Brian Keel, knock him down. Up the middle, good pickup, and the pass caught by Hines Ward. And has 2 degrees, 1 and 5.
And we have seen it. We've seen it stop, do his job.
Right now, going to the sideline to calm down. Hand off to Mwelde Moore. First down, and Moore getting to the 35.
Of you when you're in there, and
there's a first down though inside the Giant 40 before 2 penalties against the Steelers. Now they're at the 47 in their own territory. Roethlisberger stepping up in motion, and a flag is down, and the pass is caught by Nate Washington for the touchdown, but a flag back down around the line of scrimmage, and this one may be called back.
Holding, number 74, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
To right tackle Willie Colon.
Yeah, and you're going to see a twist with Justin Tuck. A DE twist. He's going to come around the end. He's coming this way. And Willie Colon is the guy who grabs a hold of him as soon as he got by him. You know, if he doesn't grab him, then Ben Roethlisberger doesn't even get this ball off. But great quickness. You see the strength and the power there by Justin Tuck fighting through that. But a good call.
And the 53-yard touchdown pass nullified. And the Giants have an injured player. It's Barry Cofield, one of their defensive tackles. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to Pittsburgh in just a moment.
What happens when you put the iPhone 3G on the nation's fastest 3G network? Well, because the network is faster, the internet is faster. Because the internet is faster, pages load faster. Because
now they're on the 37 of Pittsburgh, and this pass dropped incomplete. Intended for Heath Miller and Corey. 10th play of the drive. Kiwanuka shaken up a bit as he goes out. Third down and 17. Roethlisberger on the run into the crowd, and it's through the hands of Nate Washington. And that will bring up 4th down, and they will kick.
Well, knowing that Willie Colon was having some problems with Justin Tuck, they bring it back, and they've done this the last couple of times. They get Mwelde Moore over there to help chip him and just slow him down enough. And they had a chance here. If Ben had been able to keep that ball down, then maybe the receiver would have been able to come back for that football for a completion.
Mitch Berger, who's been bothered by the sore hamstring, gets off a good kick. Dominic Hickson at the 10. Flag goes down, 2 of them from upfield, and now a third. As Hickson is down at the 16-yard line by James Harrison. And the long snapper Greg Warren is shaken up. That was a 50-yard kick by Mitch Berger, who's not 100%. Cowboys won today over the Tampa Bay Bucks in a defensive battle at Texas Stadium. In fact, the other three NFC East teams were victorious, as the Redskins and the Eagles won as well. Right now the Giants. And a penalty. Ward can bring it out to the 6. Second down and 9. And the pass is dropped by Mario Manningham, the rookie from Michigan who just entered the game. And third down and 9 for the Giants. Dick LeBeau in his 50th year in the National Football League. It was an incompleted pass. It was not thrown behind, which would have been a lateral and a free ball.
When you talk about Dick LeBeau and Mike Tomlin, he had been the defensive coordinator for the Vikings. He came here, he kept Dick LeBeau, who was already on the staff, and boy, did that turn out to be a great decision.
LeBeau used to be the defensive coordinator. Third down and 9. Manning upfield, incomplete. And first down, and here's Mewelde Moore trying to go outside. And Moore gets a few as he gets to the 44 as we check in with Pam Olive.
Well, Dick, you saw the Giants defense.
13-9, and again they go to Moore, and Mewelde Moore breaks a tackle and very close to another first down as he gets just.
Puts everything, you know, right there for Ben Roethlisberger to call, and makes things very difficult on a defense.
Tuck is back in there, and Moore tries a straight arm, and again with the Steelers get off one more play before the end of the third quarter, and this time Moore will lose yardage as the quarter comes to an end. Well, kind of a quiet leader, but there he is. Looks even quiet there.
Well, sometimes that's a lonely feeling for a when they were talking to you in school. You look at these guys and you say, hey, is anybody hearing what I'm saying?
Third down and 13. And there is Roethlisberger trying to add lib, send the receivers downfield, and the pass to Mewelde Moore is a catch. It'll be short of the first down to the 32 as Fred Robbins chased. Fourth down, they need 4 for the first down. Ball is on the Giants 34. Roethlisberger under big-time pressure, and the pass is intercepted by Corey Webster. And the Giants get it back. It was tantamount to not getting the 4 yards on fourth down. Kiwanuka pressured Roethlisberger, and that is the 3rd turnover.
It's fourth down, you make a play. Now they get great field position if Matthias Kiwanuka right there is able to make the sack, and he's not able to bring Ben Roethlisberger down. Not an easy thing to do, but he would have been better off had he not have intercepted it. You know, they would have gotten the ball if he just knocked it down. They would have gotten better field position.
So down for the Giants, a minute gone here in the fourth quarter, starting from their 32. And Eli Manning getting chased, and the pass nearly intercepted as Woodley putting great pressure on. And is he ambidextrous or what?
Well, they're going to call.
Jacobs.
Sorry, Dick. It looks like they're going to call pass interference, and by the officials.
So the Giants with a first down on their 35, and on the delay, Derek Ward with a good run, and Ward close to the first down
for the Giants.
Jacobs walking gingerly on the sideline. You saw the Giants get a first down.
Get down here against a good football team, you've got to be able to score touchdowns, particularly when the Pittsburgh Steelers have been able to create a couple big plays of their own to come away with the 14 points that they have.
Giants came in with the second best offense in the league. The Steelers with the first defense from the 30. Roethlisberger looking to throw on first down and tries to flip it away, and it'll be ruled an incomplete pass as Danny Clark wrestling with a Steeler receiver.
Ruling on the field is incomplete. Second down.
The Giants overload this front, and they bring everybody. They bring the linebackers. Everybody on the back end is one-on-one. They had to get to Ben Roethlisberger. Otherwise, a big play was about to occur. A good thing Matthias Kiwanuka was able to get him down.
And welcome to viewers just joining us here in Pittsburgh. Steelers typically, and a loss of 4. Giants have had big opportunities in the red zone, have managed 4 field goals. Steelers have 2 touchdowns to show for their offense, and this time Roethlisberger goes down as Matthias Kiwanuka with his 2nd sack of the game and the 4th by the Giants.
Yeah, Matthias Kiwanuka, and he's starting to settle in now since he got moved back to defensive end when Osi Umenyiora went down, and you know we're seeing it here in this second half. He's been able to get around Max Starks there at left tackle and has done a good.
New long snapper snaps it out of the end zone for a safety, and the Giants have tied the score at 14 as Greg Warren was carted off on the last series, and the Steelers called on James Harrison as the long snapper in reserve and snapped it over the head of Mitch Berger, who's been ailing with a hamstring pull. It is a safety. We're tied, and the Giants will get the ball again.
Well, I'm sure this is something that James Harrison does not spend a lot of time doing. You know, Warren is their primary long snapper. Not a lot of teams around the league work in their second guy very often. Most teams really
string it to the Giants, who have Dominic Hickson and Ahmad Bradshaw back deep. Bradshaw on the run at the 31. And Moore with a 32-yard run. The Steelers on their first possession took the 7-0 lead.
Yeah, that was the Steelers' big run, and then the goal line stand by Pittsburgh with the Giants trying to score a touchdown of their own. And then this is the other big play that the Steelers had to get their 2 scores. And then, of course, the safety over the head of punter Mitch Berger.
So the Giants getting 3.
Doesn't matter which one of those is running the football. They're going to have a hard time getting a first down just running the ball. This is going to be on Eli Manning.
2nd and 7. Manning looking to throw. And overthrows Ward.
Ball against the Steelers stopping the run. The Steelers have won that battle all afternoon.
Well, this is a big play. Third and 7. Manning drills it, and it's caught by Smith. And Smith down to the 25 of the Steelers, a first down. A 25-yard pickup with Tyrone Carter defending.
Well, the thought is that if you can give the quarterback time, that the Steelers are vulnerable then on the back end. And Eli Manning got time to throw. He stared down the receiver. I mean, this was the coverage, a double move. Steve Smith working the middle of the field, a great route. I mean, this guy's second-year player showing the ability that he has, the quickness that he has in creating separation.
Brandon Jacobs checking back into the game, first down on the 25, and getting good yardage, picking up about 8 yards on first down. Eli Manning has not been sacked. 2nd down and 2. Manning's toss caught by Burris. And holding on is Taylor, first down to the 10.
I tell you, that was smart. It was smart by Plexico Burris. A lot of receivers, maybe not as aware, would have run out of bounds there. But Plexico Burris, understanding the situation, get as much yardage as you can, stay in bounds, and try to run the clock down as best you can.
First and goal at the 9.
First and goal just inside the 10. Giants with their 6th time inside the field goals, no touchdowns. Here's Ward with a blocker. Ward trying to get away and get into the end zone.
About the offensive line, Rich Seibert leading the way. Kevin Boss doing a great job there of just securing the end of the line of scrimmage. This offensive line finally getting the recognition that they have deserved for quite some time. This year highly regarded as the best line in football.
Here in the fourth quarter. Second down and goal, and there is Manning with a pass touchdown to Kevin Boss. The Giants finally score in the red zone and take the lead with 3:07 remaining in the fourth, leading by 6 now, 20-14.
Well, I like the call by Kevin Gilbride. You got second and goal. It would have been real easy to go the conservative route and try to run the football, but instead they go play action. Brandon Jacobs is able to make a block there on James Harrison, and Kevin Boss so difficult on a defense that's think and run, and they overplay that, and then you get tight ends and secondary players getting into the back of the end zone for the score.
Second touchdown catch of the year for Boss, and the first touchdown of the game for the Giants. And now John Carney looking to give the Giants a 7-point lead. So 4 field goals and a conversion, and the Giants leading 21-14. All this.
And methodically moving the football and coming away with a touchdown, their only touchdown of the afternoon. And you just got to wonder, looking ahead, if the Steelers are in fact able to drive this ball down and score a touchdown. You know, how much confidence do they have in James Harrison being able to?
I was talking about those kind of plays, is that you know, you never know what kind of play will decide a football game between two outstanding teams, and it happened to be injuries.
Well, now you got James Ferrier, and he's going to see what maybe he can do. Being pointed out as a guy who oversnapped the punter for a safety.
Najee Davenport from the 8-yard line, returning, and brings it out past the 30. So
about it, and Ben Roethlisberger.
Rugged last 3 possessions for the Steelers, as you saw. First down on the 31. Roethlisberger's pass, and another incompletion, trying to go to Hines Ward. You can attest to that, I would think. Third down and 10. And the quick slant to Lima Swede. And Swede makes the reception. It'll be 4th down. Down and 4. Steelers on their own 37. Roethlisberger incomplete to Hines Ward, and the Giants will take over on downs. So the rookie, the Steelers, who have all 3 of their timeouts left, will be using them right here, and they call their first timeout as. And you're not in field goal range right now if you're the Giants. Here's Derek Ward, and Ward gets some good yardage as far as the Giants are concerned.
Visa.
And Ward gets a couple, and 1:54 remaining in the fourth. Fair catch, and yes, it's just inside the 10. Fiegels does his job to a T, and the Steelers, who need a touchdown and an extra point to tie, will start from just inside the 10. They'll call it the 10-yard line. They are not playing a prevent defense right here. And the quick pass over the head of Lima Swede.
Second half of this game.
Second down and 10. Roethlisberger inside the 5, in trouble, and the pass incomplete. Getting a hand on it was Fred Robbins. So third down and 10. Roethlisberger in trouble, and down he goes. The ball gets loose, and Willie Colon picks it up, and they're going to mark it back, I believe. Well, let's see where they spot it, but it was Pierce who came up with the pressure. In any event, it'll be 4th down, and they'll mark it back at the 5.
Timeout, Pittsburgh. It's their 3rd and final timeout.
Was against the Eagles, and unless something happens here, their 2nd loss is going to be to another East opponent.
Well, they've got to get it out to the 20-yard line on 4th down. Pressure put on Roethlisberger, and the pass is intercepted. Kenny Phillips picks it off, intended for Lima Swede, and the Giants will put this one away and have the ball on their own 49-yard line. The Steelers have no more timeouts left, and 4 interceptions thrown by Ben Roethlisberger today.
Well, that was a pretty poor offensive performance all the way around by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Gave up 5 sacks to the Giants, turnovers.
And the Giants are the first team to gain more than 260 yards against the Steelers this year. They got 284. And taking a knee here. A huge come from behind, and the Giants' remaining schedule really tough. They've got 5 road games in their last 9. 8 teams with 500 or better record. 5 against the rough NFC East, 3 of them on the road. And a combined record of 32-20. So the Giants have their work cut out for them the rest of the way. But I'll tell you, coming here to Pittsburgh and beating the Pittsburgh Steelers, a huge victory for them as they go forth.
Well, I would agree. And coming out of here with a victory.
And while we have a chance, today's game is being produced by Richie Zients. The director is Artie Kempner. Our associate directors are Derek Manning and Marcy Kempner. And we'd like to say a special thanks to our Pittsburgh-based crew members, engineer Mark DeMallon, Paul Duda in tape, and Mark Fasori, our duet operator. Thanks to all as Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger hook up for only the 2nd time since they were in the same draft class, 2004. And this time the Giants win it. They'll go to 6-1. Steelers will drop to 5-2. We'll be up to wrap it up here in Pittsburgh. Don't forget the OT game 4 still to come. Final score, the Giants 21, Steelers 14. We'll be right back.